Joining us now is Vince Molinari, founder and CEO of FinTech TV. It's a great morning when we have you on the show, Vince.
I love it, and the energy, it's just amazing to be here on the floor with you, Trinity. Thank you.
Absolutely, and let's talk more about the FinTech space. Tell me about the latest and greatest advancements that are happening right now in this sector.
Look, I think we're now at a paradigm shift where FinTech is going to be embedded into so much of our ecosystem, our financial service market infrastructure, and I think we're beginning to get to the point where people are recognizing that value propositions are changing, valuations are going to change, and it's a new day.
And how would you say that this is resonating with consumers? How are they responding to this?
Well, I think it's all about engagement now, and the consumers are realizing that they're stakeholders in organizations that they believe in and trust, and that's propelling a different valuation model as your consumer is your value proposition, right? That's your distribution, that's your sales channel, and I think you're going to see more and more consumers being rewarded for that loyalty from the companies that they interact with.
Talk to me more about how the valuation model is sort of being redefined and how it's continuously changing in this ever-changing landscape.
Well, that's a phenomenal question. I think people are looking at the value proposition of a community, right? And defining that in different ways, because ultimately that is your distribution pipeline, that is your consumer, and that is your advocacy. So I think people are beginning to realize that the lifetime value of a consumer is much different in a fintech-oriented organization.
And there's been plenty of buzz happening in the cryptocurrency space, including the launch of Spot Ether ETF just last week. So what are we seeing right now when it comes to acceptance?
Listen, I think the launch of first the BTC ETFs and now ETH is a permanent acceptance of blockchain, and the technology is here to stay. The acceptance now that we're in traditional market infrastructure, that intersection of TradFi meets DeFi in a manner that has investable product that's institutional as well as retail. So I think we're going to see that continue, and more ETFs around cryptocurrencies and others being launched across the exchange.
And obviously the 2024 election is happening just 3 months away. How do you foresee this impacting this space before or after the election, for that matter?
Well, I think either way you look at it, Republican or Democratic, there's an embracing of what crypto has to offer and blockchain and the technologies. Trump couldn't have been more clear in his recent speech at Bitcoin Wyoming of what is actually occurring and what he's looking to do, and how it may become a currency reserve or part of our strategic reserves, how he plans to change perhaps the SEC if he's elected the moment he comes in. So I think that bodes very well from having clarity across the stack on crypto digital transformation.
Thank you so much, Vince. Always a pleasure to have you.
Thank you, Trinity. Great to be here.
Absolutely.